Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Bunch of Bull Network.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast. Down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios as per usual. And tonight, we got a special guest in the house. SAV, what up?
What's up, y'all?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks
I
for
really
coming.
appreciate it.
For sure. Thanks for coming.
Get a real
Thanks for
bitch
coming.
out here, feel me?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, we're going to have a good time. Talk of the town right now. You dropped
I am?
some hot singles.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm the talk?
You know it.
People talking about me?
I think so.
Sav?
Maybe.
Really?
Perhaps.
Wow, that's
bit.
crazy.
Which is funny because we had this in the works long before
Yeah.
the video dropped anyway. And I told you, I said, as soon as you release some music, we could talk about setting up a date. But the popularity of the music kind of expedited the process a little bit. So we definitely had to get you down here.
Didn't expect it. Thanks to God. I really thank God. That's all I could think.
For sure.
Because nobody else did that for me but him.
For sure.
Period.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of misconceptions too, and that was one of the reasons I was glad to have you down because, like I said, you and I was talking about doing this prior to anything even transpiring.
Yeah.
So I already knew the passion. I seen it in you. I know how much work you've been putting in on the back end in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And whenever I do these podcasts, I like to kick them off by starting off the beginning of your journey, and your journey is a rather newer one, right?
Yeah,
how long have you been doing music?
Well, I started about 7 months ago, but I only made like 3 songs. So 7 months ago, I really got my foot into the studio with Tommy. I was with my boyfriend at the time. He put me in the door to Tommy's. Like, I had to get over my nerves. I'd never been in the studio before. So we went there, shot our first video. That video got like 6,000, something slight, nothing crazy. I dropped 2 songs after that, but after that, some shit happened, some personal shit.
Yeah.
And I just stopped making music completely. But then I linked up with my best friend. She's sitting right here next to me. She really put that passion in me. She put that drive in me. She sees that in me. She said, girl, we got to get this shit. We got to get in here. And she's invested in me, and I can't thank nobody but her, for real.
Yeah, for sure. No, you said a lot, and I definitely want to unpack some of that. So you said you started your ex-boyfriend or your boyfriend at the time took you to the studio with Tommy Cole.
Yeah.
Was he already doing music?
Yeah, he was already doing music, but I always wanted to do music. Like, I had my notes. I had some stuff in my notes.
You were doing, even before you met him, were you already kind of like dabbling a little bit? Or you had
kind of.
I
had one song. Like, I had a little bit of shit written here and there, but I actually put something together, got over my nerves, went into the studio. After that shit happened, like 2 months ago, I had a stroke. It really, that was my second time almost dying, for real. So I got up out of the hospital bed myself. Ain't nobody put me in the studio but me. I got up out of the hospital bed from having a stroke. I hit Tommy up. Tommy's my guy. I hit him up. I was like, Tommy, I got the money. I need to put some music out. I really need to get my feelings out of this mic. I almost died. God's like, 2 strikes, you're out. This is my second time almost dying. I was like, 3 strikes, I'm done. Right. I'm not going to have nothing to give my kids the next time. Like, I need to do something for them. Like,
yeah, no, that's real. So a lot of it came from your experience of like having that downfall and seeing how short life was. What up, everybody in the comments? We see y'all. What up, Perp? I can't see who else that is down there. I ain't got my glasses on, so I'm sorry, y'all. But
life could end immediately. You would never expect it.
Yeah. So it took those lows in your life for you to say,
really
like, this is something I'm passionate about. I need to get serious and do it.
Yeah, I left the hospital bed. My kids was in the hospital with me. I took my kids over to Tommy's. Tommy's mom watched my kids for me while I went upstairs to the mic, and I really cried my life out. That's what the first song that came out. I had a stroke that day.
Damn.
Like, I was in there. My face was paralyzed. Like, I have witnesses here with me that I couldn't smile. I couldn't raise my eyebrows. I couldn't sniff. I couldn't do anything. I was at the mic holding my mouth open like this to record that song.
Yeah, that's crazy. And, definitely shouts out to you, and I'm glad that you're recovered and
2 strikes, you're out. This is my 3rd chance.
And you said you were inspired and you really wanted to show, have something to leave to your kids. You wanted to have a legacy to leave behind.
I have to ask my mom and dad for diapers every week.
Right.
I'm just a real, like, I do. Yeah. I don't want to ever have to do that again.
Right.
Like, I don't want to ask them for nothing. My parents raised me their whole life. I want to be able to do something for them. My mom's in stage 4 cancer. She don't got too long.
Right. I
need to do something. I have to get off the fucking couch.
Yeah.
Period. I don't got a job. I was that kid that didn't get that diploma. I was that kid that don't have a job. I need to do something. Yeah. That's how I was thinking.
Like, and you think, and you feel like this is like a part of your path, your way out, the music?
I'm not saying it's my path, but if God's going to lead me down that path, I am grateful to take it.
Yeah, for sure. So you said as soon as you got home from the stroke, you went to the studio.
I didn't go home. I went straight from the hospital bed to the studio.
Straight to the studio. And you said you started rapping about your real life experiences.
Everything. Like, I'm not going to put it in this song if I'm not real about it, but I don't have to show my hand in these videos. I'm not going to show no violence. I'm not going to show that. You're going to hear it in my words.
Right.
Like, people are going to know that it's me and my words. Like, they don't know because I just came out. They think I'm doing this for the clout.
Right.
Like,
they don't understand that you're really passionate
yeah,
about it. Yeah. And that was one of the things that I was looking forward to conveying in this, because I think there is a lot of misconceptions. Like, you know, people saying that people write for you. Or,
nobody writes for me.
Right. People saying that you know, you're giving the studio time, or you're giving
nothing's
tire
free
or anything. Like, you're giving.
That's like
things.
Walking into Walmart and saying, "Hey, I'm really thirsty. Give me this drink."
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
They need to make their money. You think
sure.
Tommy's gonna give a handout? No, he's got to feed his kids just like me.
Right.
Like, his studio time's not free.
Right.
His studio time's his set prices for everybody.
Right.
Period. That's
so
not gonna change for the next pretty bitch. Pretty bitches walking in that studio all the time. He don't give a fuck. Period. He got kids. Like.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of silly of people to believe anything other than that. And you know, I mean, even at the time you were
just
doing
like
the music,
everybody else.
Even at the time you were doing the music, nobody had any idea it was going to do what it did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nobody really knew I was doing music besides the people who was around me. That's
Right.
why they were so surprised to see this white bitch get off the couch and not just roll a blunt. Like, period. It's the facts. I'm gonna be real as fuck with y'all guys. Y'all ready to hear it? Let's hear it.
So you and your ex go to the studio, you record a song. You said it got some decent views on it.
Yeah, like 6,000. I don't know what it's out now. I haven't looked at it in a year, almost a year.
What was the reaction like whenever your friends and family heard that song with you and your ex on it?
Well, it came off like this: "Pussy, get your smoke." So my mom was looking at me. She never knew I rapped. I walked in the house and everybody stared at me like,
yeah.
What? Get you what?
Yeah.
Like, I said, "That pussy get you smoked. Didn't you hear me, Mom?"
Yeah.
Like, that's just hard. I never cussed in front of my mom in my life.
Yeah.
But so for her to hear me cussing on the song, I was like nervous walking into that house.
Was you nervous?
Yes.
Yeah.
My parents, I'm like, obviously I'm a white girl. Like, my parents, we're from Texas. My parents were strict on me. Obviously, I'm not going to lie.
What type of music do your parents listen to?
Froggy 94.9.
So how'd you get into hip hop? Like, what made you start liking hip hop if you grew up? Because I'd imagine you grew up on the same type of stuff, right? You grew up on like country music.
I grew up on country music, and that's really all I listen to. But they don't know I'm not a rapper. I got country songs. I got love songs. I got every versatility song you could think of. I never consider myself as a rapper. I don't want to be a drill rapper. I don't want to be a fake rapper. I don't want to be a clout chaser. I don't want to be none of that. I just want to be myself, and myself is in my songs.
Right, so you're influenced by a lot of stuff that you heard growing up, not even just hip hop, but just music in general that you heard growing up. That's dope. No, and I think that's a thing that we got to keep in mind too. Is like, you are a newer artist, so people hear one thing from you and they get the idea that that's what you are.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they don't know you have a lot more to you than that.
Yeah.
And I think because the popular, and this is just my opinion, obviously I can be wrong, right? Probably not.
Everybody has their
I could be
opinion.
wrong.
Everybody's entitled to it.
Yeah, but mine's probably right. But probably because like the popularity of the song that you did, right? That made people think like, oh, this is who you are, because it got popular so fast. They didn't really get a chance to see you grow into.
But they don't know that is my life. I did have a broke man once. That shit was traumatic, actually. He didn't have a whip or a crib or money. Like, that shit was real. That wasn't fake. Like, that shit wasn't funny. That was traumatic.
It's funny now, though.
Oh, I can laugh about it now,
it's
yeah.
hilarious now.
But that shit wasn't funny at the time. We didn't have a stove. We didn't have a fridge. We didn't have a drink for a week, period.
Yeah.
Like, period. I was pregnant. We was walking down the street. We was walking to work. We didn't have a car.
What made you, or what do you think like fed into the popularity of that song? What do you think made that song so popular so fast?
I don't know, because I only had 34 friends. I didn't have no friends. I posted it scared as fuck. shout out to Stony Mixes, my guy. He been putting some work into me. I was on my way to a session with Stony and my best friend. She got the session with Stony. Shout out to her. Nothing's free, period. Right. We was on our way to the session with Stony. I was like, listen, I really think I'm going to post this because if this is something I really want to do, people post their music all the time. Right. So I was scared because my face was still like half paralyzed. Like my face still isn't recovered right now. Right. Like I'm just now getting over it. So as soon as my face was getting better, I hit Tommy up for the video. I said, Tommy, I got the bread for to finally do a video. Can we do that first song that we did? Right. Like throw that up there. Let's get this shit out here. And I didn't want to hit the share button because I kept looking at it. I was like, Tommy, do I look crazy? I was asking my best friend. I was asking everybody. I was like, do I look crazy? Like, I really think I look. I like, my face is not there yet. And they was like, no, girl, you look fine. Like, you look good. Just post it. I hit that share button. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Went to my session. I was scared. Yeah, I left the session. I was at 13,000 views just after the session.
That's crazy. Were you surprised by that?
Was I surprised?
Yeah.
Was I surprised? What was the whole car ride home? I was like, 13,000 people are you sure? Are you sure?
Refreshing it to see the change? Yeah.
I was like, should I just delete it now before more people see it? That's what I was thinking.
You consider deleting it?
Yes, I asked her, like, she could get on this mic and tell you. I was like, should I just delete it before more people see it? Right. Because, like, 13,000 people saw my face. I'm not even comfortable with myself yet. Right. Like, should I delete this? And she was like, no, girl, you look good. That song's a hit. You got it. Yeah. And, like, she really put that motivation in me every day. And y'all going to see her soon. Yeah. Because she got some music, too.
Yeah, no, that's fire. So I think that's important, right, to have a support system, to have somebody that you trust their opinion.
Yes.
And they can validate they can validate your opinions as well and show you, like, yeah, be confident in yourself. And if you wouldn't have had those people around you, wouldn't have shared it, and you wouldn't be where you are now with the music. And one of the things that you and I talk about is the fact that what you're doing, a lot of people have to pay to get that type of motion, to get those type of numbers. They got to pay for that type of thing. You were able to do it
no paid views.
You were able to do it organically.
And that's what I want to do. I don't want to have to pay for promotions. People text me like, yo, you should pay for my promotions. I'm like, I don't want to do that because...
Yeah, you get a lot of those. Those are scams.
I never... Well, people were just telling me to do it too, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want myself to come out, and that's what I sat down and had this talk with everybody. I want to come out as SAV. I want to come out as myself, my real self. Like, people are going to know this is my real self in the songs. Right. I'm never going to have to show my hand to nobody. Just my words are going to speak for themselves.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. And the fact that it blew up like that.
Well, you say blew up. I don't consider it blew up. Like 80,000 views, yeah, that's for town, but that's around here. That's like blew up around here. Like we ain't world star yet. So until we there, I'm not. I'm just the next person walking around.
Right.
Here.
When I say blew up, I mean perform better than you expected.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess so.
After it performed better than you expected, did that give you more confidence moving forward to share the music?
Well, no, because I was going to share my music regardless because it's something I'm going to be passionate about.
Well, you said you were like nervous about.
Yes, I was nervous, but now I'm like, well, people saw me anyway. Right. So now, like, what else could they say? They said the worst already. Right. Like, so what else could they say?
So it built your confidence moving forward.
Yeah. And I got a song coming that I put every one of their hate comments into a bar.
That's smart. That's smart. So, and which kind of plays into what you were saying, too, is like you're inspired by your life, you know what I mean? And that's a part of your life.
I write my songs after something happens to me. So, like, if I'm going through something, like me and her will be sitting on the couch. If I have a conversation with my baby dad on the phone, he pisses me off, I find a beat. Like, you can't do that no more. That's what I told him. I said, don't piss me off no more. You can't do that. Like, I'll find a beat real quick. Like, so, nothing gotta be fake with me. They don't know that I got over 60 songs.
60 songs?
In 2 months.
And you said you've been recording with Tommy and Stoney. Shout out to both of them.
Shout out to both of them because they both the goats.
They both been on the podcast. Make sure you check out the episode with Tommy Cole and check out the episode with Stoney, man. Big Stoney. But yeah, for sure. And so if the people that aren't familiar with you that are tuning in now and watching, what's the best way that they can follow, download the music? Shout out all your socials and all that
It's
stuff.
out everywhere. SAV Raps as a question mark at the end. Like SAV Raps. Search it up on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, Savannah Halaki, Instagram, Savannah.Halaki, same as my Facebook. I'm not really popping on Instagram yet. We only got like 15K views on Instagram.
Yeah, go ahead and make sure y'all follow that. Get that up, man.
Period.
For sure. Now, what are some of the biggest misconceptions or things that you heard that you kind of want to clear up?
I want to clear up.
Like the thing that's been irking you the most. Like
what's been irking me the most? The stuff I wear in my videos. The stuff I wear in my videos, y'all. Nobody asked me to wear nothing. I wear Cash Cow because nobody knows I am the biggest town supporter out here. I was one of the first ones in that store. I don't go in there dick riding. I go in there as a genuine customer, just like everybody else. Pick out my stuff, pay for that shit. That's one of the biggest misconceptions. People be like, oh, she's recording with Tommy doing her video. She wearing Cash Cow. She's a Cash Cow dick rider. I'm not. I never been with nobody from Cash Cow. Never asked for a handout from them. I actually went to Romo today, and I had a conversation with him genuinely because I know the type of music. I know my type of music is bringing bad reviews, bad negativity. I had sat down with Romo, had a conversation. I was like, listen, like, I genuinely want to do this. Like, I'm the biggest town supporter there is. You know me. I'm a genuine person. I come in here. I want to buy everything you guys have. Like, so please, like, be with me and let me rock this shit in all my videos. And shout out to Cash Cow, too. Go get that www.cashcow.com. Buy that shit out. Run their stock up.
For sure.
That's one of the biggest misconceptions. I wear this shit because I love it. I wear this shit because it's hard. I wear this shit because this is my town. I might be from Texas, but this is my town. I'm here now.
For sure. Shout out Rex Romo. He was also on an episode of Marley State of Mind podcast. Y'all can check that one out and find out a little bit more about Cash Cow.
Nothing's ever free. You go walk in there, see if you could get something for free because you want to wear it in a video. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No, definitely ain't.
No matter who you are, no matter what kind of pretty bitch you are. Like, you could be the prettiest bitch in the world. Coyle Ray had to pay for her shit.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying for sure, but probably. Like, because nothing's free. Like,
if y'all want to find out the story about Coyle Ray, make sure you check out the episode we did with Rex Rome. He definitely talks about that. She didn't have to pay for it.
You never know. I'm just talking. You never know.
Yeah, he did send her the merch, but that's a part of promotion. A lot of brands do that.
Yeah.
A lot of brands send out different things to artists, hoping that they use it or wear it.
But even if I was at that point, I told Roma today, I don't want nothing for free. Don't ever offer me nothing for free. I'm gonna come in here. You guys need to make your money just the same as I want to make my money.
Yeah, and like, also that's what real support is when you're willing to pay for something from somebody. Like you said, if you go into Walmart and say you thirsty, they're not going to just give you nothing.
Nope.
You're not going to expect them to either. You're going to expect to
they're
going to
call. What are they going to call on you if you take it?
That number that you don't like.
Yep. Like, seriously.
No, but that's for sure. So if you're truly trying to support your friends or family, or a small independent business owner that's doing their thing, buy it. Don't ask for a discount because you're not going to do it to the big guys. Don't short them and cheat them.
Period.
That's not right. That's not true support.
Nothing in this life is free. Not even water nowadays.
So you dropped a video shortly before you came here.
Just dropped at 7 p.m. It's called Damn. Damn, SAV dropped again? Go check that shit out.
Yeah, we're going to play it, actually, the video that you just dropped. So tell us a little bit about this. Tell us about the song and the video. What brought it about?
The song I actually had recorded, like that song To the Haters I just dropped before, I actually had that recorded. It just happened to be perfect time to drop it.
Right.
Like, damn, I already had that recorded. I just recorded that 2 weeks ago. I write all my songs the week before I go to the studio, get about 10, 12 songs written. I write everything myself, me and her. She'll help me find my flow. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I do need help finding the flow because I'm still finding myself. I don't know the flow. So my friend helped me find the flow, and as soon as all she gotta go is I just come with the words.
Right.
Like, my words come to me so quickly, and like, you could ask anybody that's around me, I'll write my song under 10 minutes. Like, I'll write it in the car. I'll write a whole song in the car.
For sure.
Like.
Yeah. So let's get into the video. We all set, Jess?
Yeah. Our only downside is the only way for us to hear it.
Is to turn it up on here? Yeah. Yeah. For sure, you're tuned into the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios. Nope. We got SAV in the house.
Damn, fuck with the lames, I can't. Bitches on my dick like damn. About to spin the block on cam. Must not know who I am. Fuck with the gang and I'll shut shit down. It won't take much just to clear the town. Open the cage and let a real bitch out. They keep my name in their mouth like wow.
sure. Hell yeah.
That's me.
So that's your first official video?
First official video, not
Yeah.
that they know of.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about that, y'all. We can hear ourselves, so it throws me off a little bit.
More coming soon.
Yeah. So more coming soon.
Video dropping every 2 days.
For real.
Another one coming this weekend. Shout out D Sano. Me and that white boy D Sano on the beat. White and from the Hood called Vanilla is coming out this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, so your work ethic is crazy, right? Because you spend a lot of time in the studio, you're dropping a lot of music, or you're making a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since you started dropping, you've been real consistent with that.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it for you to stay consistent? Like, is that
very?
Is that one of the things that
yes
that you strive for in this
yes.
music, is to be consistent?
Yes. You're not gonna fill out a job application, go to the interview, not show up to work, are you?
Right.
Like,
that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I'm gonna put in that work, 100%. Video dropping every 2 days. That's what we gotta do. I'm putting that money up for it. I'm gonna invest in myself. That's what a lot of people are scared to do.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people will go spend $500 on a Gucci shirt, but they won't put $500 to the studio time. Won't put $500 to their video to actually get their shit out there. Like,
no, that's a good point, and I talk about that a lot on this podcast. And that's one of the things that separates a lot of artists, the ones that are successful in music and the ones who aren't successful, is the ability or the belief in themselves enough to invest in themselves.
Mm-hmm. Like when Glorilla blew up with that FNF video, you think that was given to her for free?
Right.
Like, she didn't have it back then. She was working at Wendy's,
right,
paying for that shit.
Right.
Like,
and that's the thing about it. You have to sow your seed in order for it to grow. So if you don't feed it, you don't water it, it's not going to grow. And it's the same thing with anything that you do in life. If you're not feeding it, if you're not giving it life, if you're not feeding something into it, there's no way that it can grow. And the fact that you were able to find the confidence within yourself to release the first song, and
that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's all it took, and it changed the way that you your trajectory and where you were going and the way that you look at it. So
yeah, it changed my whole entire life overnight.
Right.
It really did. I woke up the next morning, my life was completely different.
How so?
Like, I was so busy. Phone calls on the phone with big producers, on the phone with big names. Not going to say these names, but on the FaceTime with big people making me beats. Big people want features. Big people hit me up. I never had to reach out to nobody. Everything's coming to me. Like, you got to look for them angel numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you said that these things started coming to you. Now, are you still getting acclimated to that and like figuring out who to deal with, who not to deal with?
It's not about who you deal with, who not deal with. You got to deal with the same people you started this with, the same people who saw you from nothing, because them are the people that is not going to expect nothing back out of you. The people that saw you when you had nothing are the people that want to see you at your best. The people that see you at your best are going to be the ones that hating the most, because, like, they're just, what are they doing?
To a degree.
Like,
to a degree. So I agree with you to a degree with that, because you are going to find people, if they didn't know you, there's no way that they could reach out to you, right? So now you're in a vision of more people. So now that you're going to find new people that believe in you and that want to see you succeed as well.
And there's people online right now standing up to the hate comments against me. I don't even have to defend myself, but I'm never going to defend myself, because that's not the type of person I want to put out there. That's not the type of image I want to display to my kids.
Right.
I want my son and daughter got melanin in their body, so they're going to be considered that type of person when they grow up, and I don't want them to look at me like, if my mom's doing that, my dad's not even doing this.
Right.
Why is my mom doing this? I could do it. And that's not right. But they're gonna know, like, they're gonna know the difference between right and wrong. They're gonna know how to stand up for themselves. They're gonna know when to use something and when not to use it. They're gonna know when to pull something out, when not to. You know, they're never gonna need to show it though. Right.
So is that part of what drives you too, is the fact that you want to show your children that this is possible?
Yes.
Yes. And like you said, even standing up for yourself, like when you're responding to people.
I'm responding to every comment, no matter if it's bad or not. Like, people say I look like I got autism. My son does have stage 2 autism. He is very smart, but he can't communicate his needs. He can't communicate his emotions. He headbutts me when he wants something.
He's nonverbal.
Well, he's not nonverbal. He could talk, but he can't say complete sentences. Right. So he's like, it's hard to understand when he wants something. He don't know how to express his emotions. So when he's happy, he'll just go over and start smacking his sister, and he won't understand that hurts. Right. You know? So, like, when people say I look like I have autism, I'm like, I don't, but my son does. So that's like a very touchy subject. You should never.
It still strikes a chord with you.
Yeah, you should never make fun of somebody with autism, even if I did have it or not. You should never, ever, ever put people down, because they are some of the smartest people in this world. Like,
and
literally.
And people with autism, and it's a wide spectrum of autism.
There's many different levels,
and it all looks different.
Yeah, you don't have to look like you could have it. My son doesn't. You can't even tell he has it, but you could tell by his actions.
Right.
Like.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, there's many different levels of it, and it's a wide spectrum. And I think there is a lot of misconception about it. And if you do make a comment like that, you should probably educate yourself, most certainly.
Yeah, and that's what I say.
Before you jump out the window and say that about anyone. But at the end of the day, the fact that you have the guts to still continue to do it,
no hate comment can ruin me.
Yeah,
I hate on myself all the time. I look at my mirror and tell myself the worst things about myself.
Yeah. You've already had those conversations.
I already had them conversations in the mirror at night with myself. I had to cry looking at myself when I couldn't smile. Yeah. I would cry looking in that mirror. I couldn't deal with my face like that. Yeah. Like, I really couldn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I stopped asking God why. I stopped asking God, why did you do this to me? And started telling him, thank you for letting me live. Thank you for letting me wake up. Thank you for letting me hug my kids the next morning.
You got a different perspective on life.
Yeah. Stop asking God why your views aren't like this, why people aren't engaging with your stuff. Start telling him thank you that 100 people saw it. Start telling him thank you that 200 people saw it. Start telling him thank you that even 2 people shared it. Like, and then your life is going to change completely. Like, that's all it takes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's the thing that a lot of people allow to hold themselves back is jealousy, right?
Yeah. I can never be jealous
We
of
see
somebody.
people doing things that we wish we were doing, and we want that for ourselves. So
we
may not know how to convey that emotion, and some people use it in a jealous way.
Yeah.
When other people use it as motivation, they'll say, "Damn, if she's doing that now, I can do it."
And that's I see that the people are saying I motivated the town. I don't think I did. Town already had that in them. Shout out to Dez. Shout out to Perp, Isaiah Hunter. Shout out to Dayador. Shout out to Trap Girl Ray. All that list that's going around say they better than me. Shout out to Sin. Shout out to every one of them, because they don't know that I listen to them on a daily. Shout out Cash Cow Kills. Shout out Romo. Shout out Tommy. Shout out everybody that's doing their thing right now. Everybody that's not scared to put their music out there. Shout out to y'all, because it takes courage. Shout out Kev. Shout out everybody. It takes courage to press that share button. It really does. Yeah. So for y'all to be doing this shit for years, I really, like, y'all are really some real ones. Like, I don't think nobody's better than the next, but town got some talent. Absolutely. And if y'all want on some features with me, hit me up. We're going to get everybody out there, because nobody's better than the next. We all from the same place. We all doing the same thing. We all got the same passion.
Yeah, for sure. Now, have you had, and you don't have to say who or whatever, have you had local artists reach out to you and like congratulate you or show love to you?
Yes. And coming from the local artists, rather than people that, I'm not saying doing nothing, because these people have jobs. These people are doing something with their life. They're just doing it in a different way. They don't, like, everybody's passion is different. Everybody has a different passion for everything. But what was the question again? I'm high.
No, it's okay. It's all good. Have other artists reached out
to
you?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. And it means more coming from them that I've been listening to, because I don't listen to the industry music. Like, you could ask my girl right here. Like, I don't listen to industry music. I listen to Perp. I listen to Kev. I listen to local people. Like, I do. I listen to Polo. Shout out Polo. Like, if I forgot to mention y'all, I'm sorry, but Solo, he doing his thing too. Shout out everybody in town doing that music thing right now, because it really takes courage, really takes guts, really takes a lot to get in front of that mic, let alone post it online for the world to see, because it don't matter. Even if you got 100 views, one of them 100 people might just be the one person you need to see it.
Right.
Like,
and if you aspire one person, then that makes it all that much better.
Yeah. I'm glad if I could aspire people, I would love to. I'd love to inspire somebody again from them. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy to write. It's not easy to open your mouth in front of that mic. Like, you could ask, Perp and Kev was in the studio with me the first day ever in the studio. I was shaking like a fucking jackrabbit. Like, I was shaking. You get on that ride, and Kenny, what you bouncing around? That was me. Yeah. Like, I swear. Like, you could ask them. They had to really sit there and calm me down. Like, I was having a panic attack. Like,
because you were so nervous.
I was so nervous. Like, I'm a white girl. I'm supposed to be rolling the blunts. What is she supposed to say? Like,
is that the usual job of a white girl in the studio?
I guess that's what they think. That's what they think. But I had something to say too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I have a mouth. My mouth's big. Like.
And you said like a lot of stuff that you say is based on personal experience. And with that, does that make you nervous too? Like opening yourself up like that and being vulnerable and letting people hear like what's really going on in your life?
Because everybody got a story. It's just your decision if you want to share it or not. Yeah. Like, I really want to share my story because people misconcept me a lot. Yeah. People just think I'm walking around, oh, she wearing this, she doing this, she doing it. Like, you don't know what I'm really doing. I'm in the house. I don't leave my house unless I go to Little Caesars to get pizza for my kids.
Little Caesars. That's my least favorite place to get pizza from.
I don't even eat it. I will not eat a pizza from the boss as long as my kids get the last slice. As long as my kids get the last slice.
Where's your preferred place to get pizza from? Where you like to go?
I don't know.
You ain't got no spot?
I don't got no favorite.
No Pizza Hut, no.
No, I'll go support everywhere. I take my money to everywhere. No, I'm serious. I don't have no favorite place. Like, girl, I only get Little Caesar because my son, he goes through pizza like that, and that's his favorite place. Like, the stuffed crust is cheap as hell, so I'm not buying $20 stuffed crust pizza when he eats 2 pizzas a day. Like, that's just the cheapest place.
For sure. So, you dropped the music. You just dropped another video. Are you going to continue to drop singles? Are you thinking about dropping an album? What is your
I'm going to just continue to drop.
Have you even thought about that?
Well, I'm just continuing to drop singles right now. If y'all actually start to put my song titles together as they come out, it's going to say a story in my album. So every single song title until the story is done with my words is going to come out in order exactly how I want it to. And it's going to say a story right down the line. So be tuned for that album, too. All these songs coming out is going to be on the album straight down the line.
How long did you have that planned out? That's pretty good concept.
Haven't been doing this no more than 2 months.
Yeah.
I really just started planning this shit when the video went like that. I didn't have nothing planned before that. Now I got 5 pages in a notebook, plans to do, new videos, new music. Like, I have to be consistent now. People are watching me. Like, I can't just fall off the map. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. I got 60 hits. Like,
yeah. Have you always been a creative, like growing up? Like,
oh yes, I could.
If it wasn't music, was it something else that you were?
I could draw. I played basketball pretty much since I was in kindergarten. My coach was Reggie Grooms in Brownsville. Went to Brownsville. Played basketball since I was a little girl, all the way until I decided to drop out of school. And yeah, I am that person. I didn't get my GED. I don't have, like, you look at me, I am nothing out here, but now my name means something. My name rings bells when people say me now. I'm like surprised. Like,
nobody's nothing.
Like,
nobody's nothing.
Well, I felt like that at one point. Yeah. And everybody can admit that and say that they felt like nothing at one point.
But nobody's nothing.
Nobody's nothing.
Even if you feel that way.
Everybody has a purpose for something, but everybody that's watching this live right now can sit there and say, there was a time in my life that I felt like I was nothing. Yeah. And something put the motivation in them to get up off the couch and still continued on with their life. You know how many people we lose to suicides a day?
Absolutely.
Like, it's not no joke. Yeah. I was that girl that was thinking that, like, seriously, when I was little, nobody knows. Like, I was that girl. Like, we lose a lot of people every day. Like, and all they need is someone to talk to them. All they need is someone to tell them, you're here for a reason. Like, that's all they need.
Yeah. Do you feel like you found your reason?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. The people I got around me.
Yeah.
My kids, my mom, my dad, my brothers, even though they hate me right now because I posted a video.
They hate you?
Yeah, because somebody wants to go around that's not even related to me. I don't even know, never met in my life, and said I was on crack. Now my mom thinks I'm a crackhead. So she says I posted that video because I was so high up and I didn't know what I was doing. And I am not related to this girl. But we have the same last name, so everybody thinks we're related. And she's saying I'm on crack. I never saw crack in my life. Actually, people say they have it around me. I walk out the room.
Yeah, that's wild.
I saw my best friends die from drugs in the backseat of my car. I watched my friend seize up. People don't know that because I never tell that story. Like, I watched my friend seize up in the back of my car, driving him to the hospital. Like, now he's in the grave. I can't ever talk to him again. Like, I would never I don't do drugs. I smoke weed. I'm addicted to weed. I will never put myself in front of another drug in my life to get addicted to it because I know how easy it is. I know how quick you can fall into the matrix. I know how quick your life could change just by doing something one time.
Right, for sure. Yeah, no, that is crazy. I mean, your brothers didn't know you were doing music?
My brother said, don't let this little 500 views get to your head, Savannah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I said, 500 views? They said, I doubt you got more than that. I said, okay.
So they haven't even seen.
They haven't even seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got them blocked.
That's crazy.
My mom's in stage 4 cancer. Next thing I want her to see is that check in front of her face.
Right.
Like, I don't want her to see.
You want her to see you successful.
Yes. Yeah. I want to be able to say I did something before her before she passes.
Right.
Like, seeing her go through chemo is the worst thing ever. My dad been a truck driver for all of his life. He got diabetes. He just got his limb cut off. But he's still driving truck. He's still going to Texas every day. He's still going to California. He's still not sleeping 40 hours to drive straight there and back. He's not stopping with a fake leg on. Like,
it sounds like you had like a lot of obstacles to overcome.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing about this stuff, right? And all the obstacles that you overcome, all these challenges that you face, like this is nothing. Like people saying this or people saying that.
This is nothing.
That's a drop in the bucket. That's
when
small.
I got to go over and help my mom get off the couch.
Right.
When I got to go over and help her use the bathroom, it's not comparing to that.
Yeah.
It's not comparing to picking poop nuggets off the floor every day for my kids. They want to poop on the floor like that. It's not comparing to that. Right. It's not comparing to when my daughter sees me on that TV. She says, "Mommy? Good job, Mommy," and starts dancing.
How have they been feeling about it? They look like
my daughter's only 2 and she knows every word like she does. She goes like, "Damn." Like I'm like, "Yes, K-Buck, say that." Like say that. Like yes. Like not around nobody else though, only me, but yes.
Right.
Like
that's what's up. So you're definitely inspiring people and you're inspiring and you're doing what you wanted to do. And you're leaving a legacy behind for your children.
Yes. My daughter's 2-year-old. She got a karaoke machine. She takes my best friend to karaoke machine every day, turns the microphone on every day and sings. Yeah. Every day. She sings every day. I promise. Yeah. Like they don't know. I'm in the studio with them on my hip. I'm paid studio time, guys. Never no free studio time. Baby's on my hip. Half the songs I have to do, hurry up, get a bar out before they start crying. Yeah. Like seriously, my son's sitting on the couch watching his tablet while I'm recording. My daughter's on my hip in the studio with me trying to be on the mic because she wants to sing. But I'm like, they got to hurry up and cut it out before she starts screaming, you know? But I'm trying to get all these songs done.
Yeah, like, no, and that's true dedication. And I'm glad you were able to come here and clear the air, you know what I mean, and let people know exactly who you are, right? Mm-hmm. And let them know exactly what you got going on. What's your plans for the future? What can we look forward to next?
New video dropping this weekend. New music still on the way. I'm going to be consistent. I got some more knee slappers for y'all. Y'all want something to laugh at? I got some funny shit for y'all. Get Kevin Hart on a beat with me. Like
yeah, no, and that's the other thing I like about your music too is the versatility that you've been able to show so far and the different sounds. I like the sass back. That's one of my favorite ones from you. I'm a big Eminem fan, and it's very reminiscent of like
Eminem.
Yeah, it's a very reminiscent of like an Eminem track. From the beat.
Eminem. That means a lot because Eminem was called White Trailer Trash. If you don't remember, Eminem was called White Trash. Eminem was called, oh, this white guy thinks he can make it in the hip hop industry. Yeah. Look how far he has came. Yeah. He was in a trailer. We need trash cans. What's going to hold the litter? Well, there will be litter all over the road. We need trash cans.
Yeah, we don't need litter all over.
Like, we don't need this place to be a dumpster. Like, the fuck? Like, these businesses need dumpsters. They need the garbage men coming around taking the trash out, or this place will be a landfill.
It'd be crazy.
Like, if we didn't have trash bags, like, seriously, like, come on now.
No, but I definitely appreciate your versatility, and I like how you're not afraid to do different things and truly express yourself in the music, and you definitely can hear the stories in the music. And, you know, I'm going to be tuned in. You got supporters here at a bunch of Bull Studios anytime you want to come by. Promo. We also do the Stash Spot on Fridays where we have the smoke reviews, which is always a very dope podcast.
I can review some smoke for you all
with
day.
Jesse and the boys. They have to have you down for that. But, yeah, man. Shout out your socials one more time. Tell the people how to get a hold of you.
Search up SAV Raps, all platforms. SAV, SAV, RAPS, question mark. YouTube, same thing. Savannah Halaki, Facebook and Instagram.
For sure. And y'all know how to find me here every Saturday at a Bunch of Bulls studio doing the Marley State of Mind podcast, the world's dopest podcast. Make sure y'all check out Vision Talks on Friday at 2. Make sure you check out Stash Spot with Jesse and the boys Friday at 6. And I'll be here next Saturday with another dope guest. And we thank Sav for coming out and joining us.
And I want to thank y'all and shout out to all the local town artists. Shout out to Cash Cow. Shout out all the local artists in town. Y'all are really doing your thing. And I am no better than all of y'all because you guys been in this shit. You guys know what it is. You guys know the dedication it takes. Know the money you got to put into this shit to make it out. Nothing's free. I'll never hold my hand out and ask nothing to be done for me for free. Everything will be done, paid by SAV.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. And shout out to everybody viewing tonight. Until next time, make sure y'all tune in with us. Otherwise, we out. Peace.